Hello and welcome to a very special video. Today is our very first PSA returns video. Now, I made the mistake of looking at the email, didn't know what it was in my defense, but then I saw the grades. So I know what the grades are. So we've also actually managed to collate the last sold prices of what these are, or our best guess price on what they are. We've got 13 cards. I'm going to tell you the value of all the cards at the end. We potentially are going to sell some of these. So if you're interested in buying, drop me a message on Instagram. That'll be linked down below at Chipmunks. And let's get into our first ever grading return. Can we hit 100 likes, guys? I'd be grateful if we could. We're starting off with base set Charizard. Sorry, Legendary Collection Charizard. Only got a PSA 5. Which I feel is very disappointing because obviously you see the lights there, but I can't see any scratches on the actual foil itself. The front of the card, the centering looks pretty good.
What's the back like though?
And the back doesn't really look that bad. We've got a little ding down there. Tiny little ding there. I mean, is that really enough to grade it down to a 5? It must have been, because that's what we got. But still, in a PSA 5, current prices, that sells for around £180.
I think that's going to go up though.
That will definitely go up.
Especially with base set going up so much.
Yeah.
I don't see why that shouldn't.
I think Legendary Collection potentially is the next big thing that may be having a price increase. We just don't know at the moment. Next, we've got a 2002 Pokemon Shining Mewtwo Neo Destiny, and we've got a PSA 6. Completely agree with this grade. There are a few tiny little scratches on the actual holo itself, and as you can see on the edges, there is some wear down in that corner. And down in that corner. And in the top left-hand corner as well. Completely agree with that grade. Nevertheless, still a nice card from the Shining series. And that is around £250 in a PSA 6.
Nice card.
It isn't nice. Camera. Yeah. Shame we didn't get a higher grade, but I kind of wasn't expecting the highest of grades with that one. Next, we've got a Dark Charizard Holo. First edition. Only got a PSA 6. I mean, I've had a good look at this as well, and the holo itself is really good. The actual centering also looks incredibly good. The only kind of thing I can see wrong, there is a tiny little ding there, tiny little ding there. That's about it. Surprised it graded it down so much, but again, it's a lovely card. PSA 6. My value on this particular card is around £300. Next up, we have a very nice 2002 Expedition Charizard Holo. We have got another one. We'll get to that a little bit later. This got a PSA 7. Stunning card. I absolutely love it. And I can see why it got a 7. There are a couple of scratches on the holo itself. The back of the card has got a few dings in the corners. You see just there, look. And also just there, and in the top corner there. Completely agree with that grade. Nevertheless, nice card. Value on this one, last sold we could find was £250. Next up, we have got a Blaine's Arcanine. Now, I agree with this grade as well. There are a few scratches on the holo. Nevertheless, a really nice card. First edition, PSA 7. It's a beautiful card.
Very nice.
It really is. As you can see on the back, it has got major dings
on the right
bottom corner on both. So I do agree with the grade on that one. Price wise for this in a PSA 7 is around £250. Right, we're moving on to a few of the higher grades now. This
is a big one.
Is a big one. Legendary Collection Firework Charizard. Not the box stopper, the actual smaller card itself. Stunning card. As you know, Charizards have gone crazy just recently on price. I'm incredibly disappointed with it being an 8 because I literally can't see any issues with it at all. The centering is perfect. I can hardly see any marks on the actual back of the card, so I can only assume that we've got a few marks we haven't seen on the actual front, the holo itself. Nevertheless, as a PSA 8, This card currently sells for around £2,500.
It's mad.
It's insane.
An 8.
In an
Imagine
8.
what a 10 goes for.
Don't want to talk about that, George. It just upset me. Right, next up we have got a Blaine's Motorist, a PSA 8. I mean, if this was a 10, you're talking huge, huge money. I kind of agree with the grade. There is some serious scratching on the hollow itself.
It's hard to get a 10 on this one.
It's such a big hollow. You can see why it's hard to get a 10. Nevertheless, it got an 8. It's first edition card again. Really happy with that grade. And for this, in a PSA 8, it is around £400. Next up, we have a Rocket Cypher, PSA 9. We are moving to some of the bigger grades now.
Did you pack this one?
I did, yeah. This is one of the ones I actually packed, sent off, and got it graded. We thought it was going to be a 10, just because it looked really good. But on looking reflection now, you can see the centering is way off top to bottom. That was why it got a 9. Still, very, very clean card. The back is absolutely flawless. Centering is what's killed it for us. As you can see on the top and the bottom center, the bottom bar, that little line there, it is a lot bigger than the top. Hence why it's been graded down. Still, in a PSA 9, that sells for around £300. Got a pretty big one next. Don't know whether you're ready for this. A Blaine's Charizard First Edition PSA 9. This is an absolutely stunning card. It's one of my favourites. I absolutely love this card. To get it in a 9 is amazing. There's a tiny little ding down there, and there, and there. So for this to come back a 9, it's fantastic. I'm really happy with that grade. The actual hollow itself is really, really good. Front of the card is really, really good. Centering is pretty much perfect. But a couple of little dings on the back which brought it down. In a PSA 9, this card currently sells for £2,500. Unreal.
Mad.
Unreal. Thank you, Logan Paul. Next, we have got Giovanni's Machamp Hollow First Edition. It's a PSA 9. No real value in this. It's a first edition card. This card actually retails at the moment, sells for around £200. Still, it's a lovely card. It's just a shame it didn't get the 10. I mean, it could have got the 10. Next up,
Any of these could have.
a Rockets Mewtwo First Edition Gym Challenge coming in with a PSA 9. Again, really, really nice card. PSA 9, sadly, not worth that much. It's around £300. Next up, we have got the 2002 Pokemon Expedition Charizard Hollow in a PSA 9. Stunning card again. It really is. I love this card. It's really good. It just looks stunning. Any Charizard for me, it's just amazing. I think we priced this one, was it £1,200? I can't actually remember. I didn't write this one down.
Not sure.
I think it's around £1,200. I might be wrong, might be more. No, it was around £2,000. The last one that sold. Actually, 1 second, I'll be able to tell you. Because I can just press back on here. Legendary Collection, Realm 1. 2002 Pokemon Expedition PSA 9, is that it?
Yeah, it's 1,300 and 9 went for.
Yeah, so it's about £1,000, maybe a little bit more. Next, we have got the Charizard EX PSA 9. This is from the EX series, the Fire Red Leaf Green. Just incredible card. PSA 9, could it have been a 10? It probably could. I mean, the back is really, really good. The only thing that's probably done it is centering is a tiny little bit out. I mean, that, for me, could very easily get a PSA 9, sorry, a back at 9.5. Again, price-wise on this, it's stupid. £1,200. That's how much the last one sold for. Incredible prices. And then finally, we finish with an absolute monster of a card. You probably won't even believe I've got this. I can't believe I've got this. I did not know this was an error card. It's Blaine's Charizard Unlimited version holo. It's from Gym Challenge, and it's actually a corrected version, which is the rarer version of this card.
You see that fire energy where the writing is? Here, just there. That usually is a fighting energy, but they corrected it and it's a fire one where it should be, but there's not many printed.
Now, I spoke to a few people in the game that know this industry really well. We couldn't find one in a PSA 10. We found one in a PSA 9 that is currently listed for around £6,700. I spoke to a couple of really big end dealers that said, if this card went on the market, I should be looking to achieve around £7,500 for this card. And that is a fair price. It's mind-blowing how much this card goes for. I mean, this is a high-end collectible card. If you're interested in buying it, let me know. But you're going to have to give me a pretty bloody good offer for this.
Yeah.
I do not want to let this card go. Total value of all of the cards that have been returned is a mind-blowing...
Add 1,000 on.
£19,130. That is the expected returns if I sold all of these cards. It's mind-blowing to me that the prices have just gone the way they have.
Yes, it's crazy.
It's unbelievable. And yes, the price have gone up a lot. If I wait 2 weeks and do nothing, these will be worth over 20 grand. If I wait another month, it'll probably be 25 grand. It's that sort of a market right now that a PSA 9 Charizard a month ago sold for £1,400. Is that about right?
Yeah.
And today, to get that same card, you'd have to spend over £4,000. And that's to get it cheap. It's unbelievable what's happening. I'm so happy with this first lot of returns. I'm absolutely buzzing. It couldn't have gone any better. Guys, that's it. Massive thank you. Let me know if you're interested in buying any of the cards. I'm not saying I'm selling them, but if I was tempted, maybe. Chipmunks is the Instagram. Link will be down below. We shall see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Love you all.
Bye, guys.